Welcome to the Tom Hill Live Show on Brass City TV. Tonight's guest is Eddie Seville. Eddie Seville is a masterful American singer, songwriter, and a multi-instrumentalist known for creating vivid rock snapshots of real life with raw honesty and tough wisdom. As a creative force beyond Steel Rodeo and a seasoned solo artist, his poetic, gritty storytelling has garnished international acclaim, covering themes of Americana with a heartfelt yet single rock edge. Now it's time for Tom and Eddie.
Oh, thank you, John Frasco. You didn't tell us who you are.
I'm your announcer, John Frasco.
And you were a host for the last couple of weeks. Nice job.
Thank you.
I had a lot of nasty letters, but I ripped them up and threw them in the basket. Tom Hill back, happy to be here. I've had a lot of big engagements, and I want to thank John. He's also our producer, and I want to thank him for standing in. I think 2 weeks ago I had the St. Vincent de Paul Society's big award dinner at the Grand Oak Villa, 400 people, second time I did it. Totally great, and the St. Vincent de Paul Mission, svdp.org, is a great local charity helping homeless people and housing and food kitchens, etc. Please support them. And then last week I went to the International CCIM Forum in Philadelphia, and that's one of my red real estate pins. It's a PhD in commercial real estate, certified commercial investment member. There's 22,000 of us, and I think I'm 47, 49, which means I'm getting old. And this is kind of for our guest, Eddie. When I was there, I bought a CCIM man bag, which poses the question, Ed, do you use man bags?
All the time. I have a purse on me right now.
Well, let's see it. I think your bullet's shooting me. Oh, no. There's his man bag. Oh, that's a purse. I'm sorry.
It's a purse.
No, this is
I could never find anything in it.
This is a man bag.
Okay.
Okay, from CCIM. So
All right.
I'm really happy to be back, thanks to John. Our phone lines are open, 203-753-7593. I'd like to thank Brass City TV. I also noticed that they've been running the show that we did down at the Poli Theater in the Palace for 3D Music with Willie Davis and all his students, Harold Zinno, John Mobilio. Great band, and we will have Willie back, we'll have Harold back, but if anyone would like to call, 203-753-7593. We're underwritten by a lot of great people. We'll talk about that later, but right now, Eddie, tell us a little bit about yourself, and you were always my favorite radio guest at WATR, so maybe you can start there.
Well, thank you for having me, Tom. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love doing the radio with you. I thought that you had a great show. I thought it was great conversation, and I enjoyed it.
And you brought Billy Kay with you a couple times. And
Billy Kay is my favorite guitar player.
And you use him quite a bit?
Well, we have a band together. I wouldn't say that, I use him, but Billy Kay is, and he also has a band, the Old Crows.
Yeah, Malcolm West and the Old Crow, something like that.
Morgan.
Morgan Skelly and the Old Crows.
And the Old Crows.
Great band.
Yeah. Well, Billy Kay's great. I wouldn't expect anything less
He's
from
a
him.
monster. I know when you guys played a duo, you played rhythm and sang, and he picked away on his electric guitar.
Yeah, he's a brilliant guitar player. Probably
nice
one
fellow.
of the best in the area, yeah.
Nice fellow. I think he runs the Ferris wheel at Quassapog, too.
Does he?
Yeah, he got a Quasi shirt. He looks very official.
I think he was associated with Quassapog for quite a
All right, you're a Waterbury guy through and through.
I am.
You worked in Waterbury. You were born here. I think you're Armin DeAngelis' son-in-law.
Yeah.
And so tell us about your early teenage years, where you went to grammar, where you went to high.
Are we really going there,
Yeah,
Tom?
because you're a Waterbury guy. This is a Waterbury show.
Yeah, I'm a Waterbury guy. All right, so I went to school in Waterbury. I went to high school in Waterbury, and then...
What grammar school did you go to?
I did 9 years in with being abused by the Catholic Church. Not physically or sexually, but mentally abused. I went to a parochial school.
You're not going to say which one?
No, I don't want to.
This is private information. All right.
Well,
How
it's
about
really
high school?
not of interest to anybody unless you want to know what I had for lunch.
Now, when I had Mickey DeMichael, when he saw what school he said, people were calling in from grammar school.
That's great. I love Mickey. He's great. Yeah,
high school?
I try to forget all those.
All right,
things.
high school.
I try to move past all those.
Parochial? Oh, I didn't like high school either. Parochial or Catholic?
High school?
Yeah.
No, I went to Kennedy High School.
Oh,
well,
so did I.
I was registered there. I didn't actually go
all right.
there. I was registered there.
I'm class of 69.
I spent a lot of time down at Midtown and Genlocks.
Oh, you're a pool shooter?
Yes, when I was supposed to be in school.
Okay. Any good? Did you win or lose?
No, I was okay.
A lot of sharks there.
Yeah.
I went in those pool halls when I was young, and I was like horrified. They were tough guys in there.
It was great. You know what? You were if you were a high school student and you went in there, and you were in there for about an hour, I think you had the equivalent of 4 packs of cigarettes.
Wow.
Because you could smoke in there.
Yes. Yep.
And actually, you could smoke anywhere. Remember when you could smoke on an airplane?
I do.
You do.
And Gen Lots in Midtown. Do you remember the streets they were on?
No, I don't.
One was on East Main, and I think one was on a
That
side
was
street.
right 2 doors up from the Palace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so when did you get into music, and how did you start?
I was always into it. My mom was a heavy country western fan, and there was always music in our house.
So what age did you start on what instrument?
I don't know. I probably started playing drums when I was a kid, like 8, 9 years old.
So that was your first instrument?
Yes.
Yes.
And then picked up the guitar, and then just morphed from there.
And before I get too far, your son Isaac is a talented drummer. He tours, and he's also a talented operator of recording studios.
He has a recording studio, and he plays probably about 6 or 7 different instruments. And he's actually, when I record nowadays, I'll just record the basic track, the guitar and the vocal, and Isaac will do the rest. And he makes me look good.
So, okay, then I'm all over the place here, but this is Eddie
You are
Saville.
all
He's
over
a
the place,
dear
Tom.
friend. We love to go see him. Whenever my wife Sandy, who comes from a musical family, sees him, and she goes, "Why isn't this guy a star?" So if you see Steel Rodeo or you see his name in any places, go see him. He's a perfect gentleman, and he's my favorite radio guest. First time on TV, or did we do Channel 13 30 years ago?
No, I don't think we did Channel 13. No, first time on television.
And so
on this television.
you're a father. You have a lovely wife.
I'm a father. I'm a mother. Oh, I am.
I'm not even going there. Don't even try to explain it to me. So just tell us a little bit. Now, Isaac's a real gentleman. My son Dave played in some open mics with him a
He's
million
great.
years ago.
Dave
that
is
he
great.
ran. And Dave, every time I see Isaac, he goes, "Hey, how's Dave?" Tell him I said hi.
Dave
Your son's
is
a gentleman.
Dave is a true artist. He's got an artist's soul.
My
And he's-
son.
Yeah, your son. And he's a great songwriter.
Thank you. He's switching to piano.
He is.
He moved to Tennessee, and he's became a farmer. It's a hard job, and you don't make any money, which is fun, I guess. But he's moving towards piano. But we'll see if he comes back into music, on again, off again.
I don't
for
think
other
he'll
interests.
ever be out of it.
Right.
What part of Tennessee is he from?
He's in farm country east of Knoxville.
East of Knoxville.
Yeah, he's been there 6 or 7 years now. He's a high-level Jehovah's Witness, farmer.
And he's happy?
He's thrilled. He's
That's
just
all
a
that
nice
matters,
young
man.
man. Funny story, quickly. I'm going down to see him in Tennessee, and he goes, "Dad, would you bring a suit? I'd like to bring you to a meeting."
Yeah.
Come to a meeting. And I go, "Oh, you're not going to meetings all the time. I'll bring a suit." I get down there. His in-laws drive me about an hour south, and we're driving in the driveway. It's a Kingdom Hall.
Yeah.
The Jehovah's Witness. I was totally surprised. And I walk up. I hadn't seen him because of COVID in a year or two, sadly.
Really?
And I walk up. All his outlaw country days are gone. He's got a short haircut, a maroon suit, gold tie. And I said, "What are you, a member of the OJs?" And his wife had a beautiful flower dress. But when I got done with the service, to your point, 35 people were in line. They wanted to meet David Hill's father.
Yeah. Man, if he's happy, that's it. It's a very short ride under the best of circumstances. You got to be happy.
It's
right?
True. Well, maybe you can just share a little story, because you had a recording studio for many years and helped a lot of people with all kinds of different sound. Dave came in to record a couple songs with you. How does that go when a musician who's never recorded comes into you and you're going to work with him in the studio?
Dave knew what the song was. He knew what he wanted. So it's almost like, not to get all philosophical, but it's like birthing a baby. So you're helping this person birth this song. And Dave had a leg up on everything because it was a brilliant song. And he really, man, he crawled into my heart. The guy is a true artist all the way. And I feel really, I felt it was a privilege to work with him.
Aren't you nice? And I think you played some of the instruments.
I did play some of the instruments. Yeah. And does he still record today?
No, but he plays
You
with.
say he's getting a piano?
Well, the Jehovah's Witnesses kind of stick with their own kind, people that follow the Bible. And
Yeah,
so he
okay.
has 2 or 3 brothers that I've seen, they play for fun. And so these guys are really good. And Dave said to me, now he's going to change to piano. I said, well, what about your friend that plays guitar and does country? He goes, oh, no, Dad, he'll play anything. Because Dave now, for the folks that know him, he's turning to funk, soul, and jazz with piano. And he said, oh, no, my friend knows all of it, and he'll be happy to play along with me.
He speaks the language.
Oh, and tell people about the language and how that works.
Well, music is a language like everything else. And you don't necessarily have to use words, but the emotion of the music will make you happy, make you cry. And it's a privilege to be among artists like that. And when you say stick with their own people, doesn't everybody stick with their own people?
That is a true statement.
Isn't that the way it works?
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
It's very rare you'll see Red Robins hanging around with Cardinals, right?
Only you would have that
No,
beautiful
I'm
insight.
serious.
You are.
Well, it's as simple as that, right? Birds of a feather.
Red Robins and and then you bring Birds of a Feather. Oh,
no, I meant Cardinals, like from the Vatican.
No, you didn't. This guy
No,
is.
I did.
Folks, you're in for a treat. He's here for the whole hour. If you'd like to call and ask him a question on almost any topic, I think
Any
earlier,
topic.
no politics, no religion.
No money.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, phew, thank God. 203-753-7593 is our live call. 203-753-7593. And our producer, John, is in the booth tonight trying to learn some technical things, and he may ask a question later if he's busy. Johnny, you're up. I mean, Johnny,
Crank
you're
phone calls are
Larry.
welcome. Is that correct?
Yes, they are.
And encouraged.
And encouraged. Call us up. So, before we get into your schedule, we'll give one place you're playing the next show, so if somebody wants to see you, whether it's solo or your band.
Okay, so this Saturday, May 2nd, right, at 2 p.m., I'm at the Daffodil Festival in Meriden, Connecticut, and that's a full electric rock and roll band, and it's Billy Kay on guitar, and it's Roy Oliver on the bass guitar.
Oh, he's a mean guy.
Chad Oliver on the drum
You're
kit.
having the Oliver Brothers?
The mighty Chad Oliver. Those guys, the Oliver Brothers, are probably one of my favorite rhythm sections that I've ever worked with. They're stunning.
Okay, now I know, folks, this is the Oliver Brothers have a lot of fans, so please, if you're an Oliver Brothers, you can go to this. And this is a payback on Eddie's part, because Sandy and I went down to the country bar that was down on Meadow Street.
Where's that? Oh, the Shamrock.
The Shamrock. And you had from your recording studio, we went for a big night that you were featuring all of your students and your people you recorded with. And the Oliver Brothers played that night.
Well, I'm sorry to
For
interrupt
you.
you. I don't have any students.
Well, you're
But-
a student. They can learn the business from you.
Well, but yeah, it was people that were at the studio, and the Oliver Brothers were there. And let me just say
They played.
this: the gentleman that owned that club, the Shamrock, was Mike Pranavos. That guy is one of the most gracious, generous club owners that I've ever encountered. Just a jewel of a guy, and that place is sorely missed.
They call him Pranny.
Pranny,
Nice guy.
yeah.
Yep.
Superhuman being.
It's hard to make money in the business, but the Oliver Brothers. So, and this is interesting. Again, you said your shows for Steel Rodeo and all your original music, you pick from your 9 albums the songs based on who's going to play so that it all
Yes.
works correctly.
Yes.
And how about that show? What's that going to look like? At
On
the
Saturday
Daffodil Fest-
is going to be just flat out rock and roll. Those guys, they're difficult to beat when it comes to just rock and roll.
And you're doing your set list, but are they have any requests of what they want to do in order to play, or is it your show?
No, what we all agree on.
Okay,
and
so-
I often get requests, but I keep playing anyway.
203-753-7593 if you'd like to call in. Okay, so before we go to all the next shows, because you got a whole sheet full of them. I almost said a blank show.
You almost got us
I
banned
almost- yeah.
from the FCC.
We don't want that. Okay, so I look down here. Your work spans many projects with veteran producers Paul R. I'm going to mention these names for music fans. Paul
Let's not
Orfino,
drop names.
Frank Carrillo, Augie Myers, and these guys are in big bands. So let's start with Paul Orfino, who plays bass but got a famous recording studio down in Shelton.
You're wrong guy. Wrong guy.
Paul Orfino?
Paul Orfino. You're thinking of Paul Opalak.
Oh.
Paul Opalak has a recording studio in Shelton. Another monster player who plays a ton of instruments and works out of Shelton. Paul Orfino was originally from Queens, and he had a studio in Millbrook, New York. that I did about four albums there, and now he just recently moved to Hartsville, outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and he bought a church down there and turned it into a recording studio.
Love it.
And he's worked with, he did a lot of really big albums.
Here, let's sneak a call in. It's dead. I did. It's dead. There's nothing there. There's no dial tone, no nothing. You want to walk up and see, or we'll keep talking? Okay, we have a problem with the phone. Okay, so you said that Paul Orofino, who's in Nashville now, is known for writing, recording, and touring with your friend Frank.
No, that's me. I'm writing, recording, and touring with Frank Carrillo.
Whoever typed this made a lot of...
You know what? I'm glad that they're employed here and not in the tower at LaGuardia.
All right. Oh, boy. That's going... tell us about your friend and partner, Frank Carrillo, and who he plays with. And for
Frank
folks...
Carrillo, if you can Google him. I hate to drop names, but I do a duo with Frank. We do quite a bit of traveling. We were traveling quite a bit, and then COVID shut everybody down. And Frank's a brilliant songwriter, brilliant musician, worked with a lot of people that you would recognize.
Peter Frampton.
You can Google him, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so, and haven't you toured overseas with Frank?
I have. We went to Holland a few times, the Benelux. Frank does really well over there, and by me hanging on to his coattails, I do okay over there.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I'm running with my buddy. Brian Atherton, who's been a guest here. He's younger than me. He's wicked smart. You got to hang on to the folks that are going places.
Sure.
I think.
Sure. And we're friends. I mean, we were friends first.
So then you're mentioning a fellow named Augie Myers, Texas Tornadoes, Bob Dylan.
Augie just passed away recently, but Augie played in the Texas Tornadoes. He played in the Sir Douglas Quintet.
Fabulous
Remember
music.
them?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Augie was a superhuman being. His instrument was the Vox Continental organ.
Ooh.
He is the originator of that sound brought into Tex-Mex music. Him and Doug Somm were originators of that, and it was really, really a pleasure to be even in his orbit.
And how, being in his orbit and playing with him, what was the relationship, and did you become friendly with him? How does that work besides music when you're working with these famous people?
Oh, he was a great guy, and he always. So we did a run one time. It was probably about eight shows, and my son Isaac actually got to come on the run. He was driving, and he was guitar teching, and Augie got to love Isaac. And then after that, every time I spoke to Augie, he'd say, "Hey, how's Isaac? How's Isaac?"
Isaac's a nice kid. You guys, your life is lovely too.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be a guitar tech with the band?
Well, he would set up everyone's guitar. He would tune everything, change the strings, set up the drum kit. I guess it's a glorified grunt, but you cannot put on a show without.
Yeah, and the grunt can't tune the guitar and do everything he's got to do.
No.
A story of Hall & Oates. They had a beautiful guitar tech, and he was so good, he said, I'm going to leave. And they said, okay, you can play 5 songs a show. And they promoted him.
Who was that?
To keep him. I don't know his name. I read about him in the Wall Street Journal 10 years ago, but I never forgot the story.
Really?
Yep. And speaking of that, you do play at Daryl's house.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you know about Daryl's house and Daryl, and how did that all come together?
So
that's in. Tell us where it is.
That's in Pauling, New York, and that was originally called the Town Crier. It was a popular club, and then I guess Daryl Hall bought the club, and they were using it to televise. He had a show called Live at Daryl's House.
I've seen it. It's
fantastic. A lot of really, really incredible artists up there, and I'm fortunate enough to be in there. And the sound guy there, Peter, I think he was a young guy, and he was a musical director for Barry Manilow. So privileged to be up there.
And is there any reason you haven't been able to bring Steel Rodeo there that I know of?
No, I don't. You know what? Steel Rodeo kind of is all done. I don't really.
Because?
Well, because just it ran its course.
Really?
Yeah, it ran its course.
How does a band that's ripping so good? So in other words, you're just looking for a change then, maybe?
No, not a change. Just it was the natural progression of things. If that's for you, I'm not here.
Am I answering that?
Yep.
Hi, you're on live with Eddie from previously Steel Rodeo.
Allegedly.
Go ahead.
Hello, Tom. How are you? I love your show. It's great. It's
Thank
fantastic. I look forward to it each and every week.
And who is this?
This is Melvin.
Hello, Melvin. Go ahead with your question.
I got a question for Eddie.
Melvin, Eddie, my son, he's been playing the guitar, but he hasn't been playing too good of notes, and every once in a while he hits a sour note. How long did it take before he actually played, let's say, pleasant music? How long do you think it would take?
Oh, I don't know. It's like anything else. You have to put the time into it. A lot of people get frustrated when they first start, but you have to put the time into it. I don't think you could pinpoint it. It's just how much time you put into it. It's like anything else. It's like
Practice makes perfect.
yeah, practice makes perfect.
Or passable.
The trick is if you love it, you'll pick it up. Right?
Is that a satisfactory answer, Melvin?
No, I want to know, how long should he be practicing each day? I mean, how long did Eddie practice each day?
I don't know. I'd never practice. Survey says wrong answer. No, I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I play a lot, but I wouldn't necessarily consider it practice. I love to play. So I think if the passion's there, right, you'll do it.
Where are you calling from, Melvin?
Waterbury.
Is this a bogus call, Melvin, or is this
Is
real?
this a bogus call or is this real?
Well, last time I checked, it was real.
All right, what else you got for us, Melvin?
Thank you for your advice. I got to go right now. My wife's calling me.
Well, thank you.
His wife is
the
calling.
volume on that?
Okay, please, if anyone else would like to call, 203-753-7593.
I feel like we're going off the rails here,
No,
Tom.
no, we're lost now. We're on a
All
lost
right,
planet. But all right, so just tell us a little bit more now. Another fella that played with Queen. Who is Danny Miranda?
Danny Miranda was and is the bass player in a band called Blue Oyster Cult, and Danny. I hate to. I don't sound like dropping these names, but so Danny moved to Las Vegas and was in a production of Queen, and the guys from Queen went down to oversee the production, and they loved him so much that they put him in the band, and he toured with Queen and Paul Rodgers.
And Paul Rodgers was subbing for Freddie as the
who
lead
was
singer.
dead, yeah.
Yeah, and Paul Rodgers from Bad Company.
Yeah, Bad Company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! And what was your chat with him? And are they snippy or happy to know you?
We did a record together that was coordinated by Paul Orfino, and it was Frank Carrillo, and it was Danny Miranda on bass, and the drummer coincidentally was Simon,
Which you're getting to,
from
Simon
Bad Company.
Kirk from Bad Company.
Yeah.
I just paid the professor $80 for 2 original Bad Company albums.
Really?
That I'm going to be playing. And we're going to try to get the professor on from Rockin' Heartbeats. Great guy. Now, Eddie's another fellow from Waterbury that's played all over the world. What is it about Waterbury musicians that are so great and have so much success?
I have no idea, Tom. I know
Music
there's a lot of
teachers?
monster players in this area. Some that I've had the privilege of working with. Yeah, they're. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing else happening.
And has Harold? I understand Harold Zinno's been on a lot of your records.
Harold Zinno is a jewel. Harold Zinno is probably one of the best arrangers.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Harold was gracious enough to play trumpet on one of my records, and and he's got the big band. He still does that, right?
He does. He's out Wednesday every month. He brought his quintet back, and for Barbara Davitt's 90th birthday, he played at Verdi.
He's a massive talent.
He still plays in the Davino Old School Band too, SKOOL.
Again, those guys,
Yeah,
brilliant.
Davino brothers, yeah.
Musicians.
Yep,
brilliant.
It's just something in the water, or is it? You know?
I hope so. I'll keep drinking it.
So then okay. Tell us a little bit about Simon Kirk and Bad Company, because they had millions of records sold.
Yes.
And how did that come about?
So the connection there is Frank Carrillo toured with Bad Company, and they became friends. And then, like I said, this Paul Orfino put together this band, and we did a record, and we did a couple of shows, and we're looking forward to doing more.
All right, let's talk about your next song, and let's have you play live for us here on Tom Hill Live.
Oh, really?
Just tell about your next show. We're going to work through these throughout the program.
So we already got the Daffodil Festival. So
Saturday.
after that is Saturday, May 16th at 5 p.m. I'm at the Fairfield Hills Music Festival. That's on the
Newtown
what did you call
campus.
it?
It was a people had. Well, let me say this right. People today that have mental challenges all used to go to Fairfield Hills, Southbury Training School, etc. And now many of them are just wandering around.
And it was like the coffee, right? What was the coffee?
Fairfield Hills,
No, the coffee.
Starbucks.
No. Chock full of nuts.
Oh my God! What a line! I
Right?
think that's over the line.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
over
sorry.
the line. Chock
Oh,
full-
sure.
Help! All right,
So that's up there. Now that band is going to be, that's more in line with the solo stuff that I do. That'll be my son on drums, Isaac, Billy Kay on guitar, Carl Allwire on an upright bass.
Stop banging.
Sorry. And Pete Adams will be playing pedal steel.
And what is the name of that band then?
It's just Eddie Seville.
Oh, okay, that's good. It's the same. That's just a little. And before I forget, and then you can play a song. Your sister was in the band for a long time,
My
right?
sister was in the band for a long time. Yeah.
Sweet singer too.
She's a great singer,
And-
and she is in South Carolina, and she plays.
Oh, she does?
She does solo stuff. Yeah, she plays all the time.
And does she ever like record with you over Zoom or anything?
No, we haven't got that far
Okay,
yet, but
all right.
yeah, she plays all the time.
All right. So before any more inane conversation, why don't you take your guitar and play a tune or two for
All right,
our
I would
lovely
love to.
audience, and I'll be quiet.
So I guess the big question is, does this guitar make my ass look big?
You're not supposed to say
Oh,
ass. You're
I'm
supposed to say
sorry.
butt.
I'm sorry. Does it? So do we want to play serious songs, Tom, or
No, I want
lighthearted?
you to play what you want.
Or
and
lighthearted.
Am I going to make you nervous if I look at you?
Oh, I'm so nervous. So this.
We're pausing for technical adjustments
Sorry
here.
for technical adjustment, folks. This is called Love's Got a Hold on You. Not you personally. Well, your heart been beating like a bass drum. Your blood is rushing, baby, how come? Your head, it feels like you're so high. If you don't know it, I'll tell you why. Love got a hold on you now. It's picking you up, dragging you around. Love got a hold on you now. Baby, love's got a hold. Love got a hold on you now. Man, you're walking around feeling no pain, but you got kicked in the ass by a freight train. Sorry, Tom. I know you're thinking you're so tough. You'll be on your knees when you can't get enough. 'Cause love got a hold on you now. It's picking you up, dragging you around. Love got a hold on you now. Baby, love's got a hold. Love got a hold on you now. And you believe you could live without it. Oh, you believe that you got it beat. There ain't a thing you could do about it when it knocks you off your feet. Love got a hold on you now. It's picking you up, dragging you around. Love got a hold on you now. Ooh, love's got a hold. Love got a hold on you now. Yeah, love got a hold. Love got a hold on you now.
Oh, nice picking, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Man, you haven't lost a thing. Holy crap.
Why?
We all age, and man, you still got it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Was that a backyard compliment? I'm sorry, a backhanded compliment?
Backyard
No.
compliment.
Question: what record is that on, and how do people find your
That
catalog?
is on a record called Ragged Hearts. Oh. And you could find it on the internet if you go to. It's on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, you could find it on the internet. If you go to the website, which is eddieseville.com, it's all available there.
I have that record. Your records are outstanding.
Thank you.
I played them on ATR
And I appreciate it.
as much as I could possibly get away with. And how many records? I know you did a ton of CDs, and you have them probably electronically now. But how many records have you made? Yours and then others.
Well, probably 7 of my own, and a lot of which played on other people's records.
And your recording studio, Isaac, and others, I would imagine.
Yes. So mainly my studio, mainly Isaac's studio, and mainly Paul Orfino's studio.
And you, every time I've called you for this show on Thursday, you have not been able to attend. What have you been doing in New York these days?
Going in and working with Frank Carrillo on Thursdays, but we switched it up this
And
week.
if people want to see you on a Thursday in New York, is that public or is anything you can?
No, we're just working out of his house, just getting stuff together. But if you go to the website, all the dates are there, and I would love for people to come out and see the show.
Love it. That's
And if
this
you haven't
Saturday, 2
seen-
o'clock.
2 o'clock on Saturday.
Yep.
That's with Billy Kay and the Oliver Brothers. And if you have not seen the show, you should see it again.
You almost lost me there.
I got you, though.
Without and the Oliver Brothers. If you like a hardcore rock and roll band,
Man, those guys are it.
I got a funny story about them.
Tell me. Can you say it on the
It was
air without
Eddie.
the FCC?
It was Sweet Eddie from Cross-Eyed Cat's birthday party.
Another great musician in the area.
Fabulous. At the same place that we talked about downtown. It's not. It's
The
a
Shamrock.
It's a Spanish restaurant, but all all Sweet Eddie and Tommy's parents and all their elderly relatives were there, and the Oliver Brothers opened up, and it was like, oh. F you! Let's rock and roll! And the booze in the pockets. And I'm saying, did you guys read the room? But they were unfreaking believable.
Yeah, they're really rocking. And Sweet Eddie and Tommy, their dad was such a gentleman.
Edgar was
and
there.
And the mom is the sweetest woman, yeah.
Do you know his father was an expert
He was
fencing
he was
instructor?
also a Marine.
Oh.
His dad was
what
a
a
Marine.
sweet man.
Really, really a gentleman. That's where those guys get it. Because both of them are just...
Cross-Eyed Cat played a lot of shows. Did they
Yeah.
ever come record with you?
No, they didn't record, but we did some shows together.
Nice guys.
Yeah, super nice guys and great musicians,
But
like you said.
my point, if Eddie this Saturday is having the Oliver Brothers.
No, I asked Roy if you'd please tone it down.
Well, it's
a
your
little
show.
bit.
That was their band that night, but these guys are rockers, and this band will be hardcore. You'll love it.
Oh,
And it's
we're gonna have a
outdoors.
great time. It's outdoors. It's on the band shell, and we're supposed to be getting some great weather. And the Daffodil Festival, that's also 2 days of really, really great bands
Saturday and
that
Sunday.
are playing there. Saturday and Sunday, and it's free to the public.
And you were on the WATR new WOW radio show where they bought ATR signals.
With Pam Landry,
Tell
yep.
us a little bit about that experience. And I think it is posted on the WOW radio website for
Yes.
TV on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Tell us that about experience.
So
I
that's
think she's a
WOW
pro.
Radio CT.
CT.com.
She, like yourself, is a real advocate of local musicians and really pushes it and is super helpful. And sometimes I feel like maybe you and Pam, and there's a few other people, Robbie DeRosa, who does the Daffodil Festival, Frank Critelli, who curates a lot of shows. I feel like you people maybe in some cases do more for the artists than the artists do for themselves.
Well, you guys are busy trying to learn and play and sing. We're all different.
Yeah.
I'm a frustrated
but
musician.
it's appreciated, but you don't have to.
But we're all
and-
part of the tribe.
Yeah, okay. I'll sign.
Frustrated musician. Who was it? Sandy?
I'm not really frustrated.
Well, I am. I couldn't.
and I'm
practice
allegedly
enough.
a musician.
No,
I use the term loosely.
You're top shelf.
Although, if I could just tell you,
Yeah, please.
No, my mom's passed away, but I met one of her friends in one of the department stores a while ago, and there was 2 of them, and they were probably in their 80s, and she said to her other friend, "This is Barbara's son. He's a professional magician." And the lady goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, you want to see me pull a rabbit out of my hat?" She goes, "Yeah."
They're so kind. They just want to be entertained.
Oh.
And that's where you're different. You are a real entertainer, and that's why I always loved you having the radio. It's one thing to sing and play, but you entertain people.
Well, thank you.
a solo music. You work well with other musicians. All right, so you have 7 records. They can get them at eddieseville.com.
Yeah, if you go to there, you can find the records. Although, you know what, I don't know a whole lot of people these days that still have a CD player or a...
Have you thought of doing remastering with records? They're big again now.
Yeah, I don't know.
You probably need a
You
sponsor to do that.
I hear that they are. I'm not sure, in my personal opinion, if that's necessarily just like boutique or something trendy. I'm not positive if that's really going to take off. Although a lot of bands are doing it. The sound is incredible. I know that the sound can't compete with the digital stuff.
My electrician kid is coming over to fix all my stereo because I moved and never got it set up again.
Oh, really?
A while ago. And I had some problems. And Bob Zinno gave me another turntable, so I'm going to have 2 turntables. You got to come and fix
And
it
a
all.
microphone?
Yeah, well, I have all that stuff too. I'm a fake percussionist. They call me the perpetrator. And I have microphones. I played with David Hill in his band 4 times.
Yeah?
Percussion and backup. And the kid is great. He's out there playing in front of the band like Waylon Jennings, and does that song, The Guys in the Back of the Band.
Yeah.
And every once in a while when I'm back playing percussion, he just turn around and look at me and smile. And you have a son. What does it mean when your kids, you can play music with
Oh,
them?
it means everything, man. It's a whole nother level of connection, and it's special. I mean, it's special to you and I because we're parents. But on the level of musician, there's nothing like it. It's the ultimate way to connect with people, in my opinion, to have that kindred spirit and to be able to get those vibes. There's nothing like it.
And to the audience who have kids that are taking lessons, should the parents encourage the kids to stick with it and train?
I don't. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know. I would say I believe that the music is beneficial to their growth, to their development. If it gets to, and I guess it's the same way as a parent who encourages their kid to play sports. I guess if you put too much pressure or you have too high of expectations where they don't enjoy it, I think it just goes south.
I said encourage, not...
Yeah, encourage.
You know, I wish
but
I
some
took...
people's definition of encourage is...
Get moving!
Yeah.
All right, so you have another... Okay, so he's going to be... He is now... Oh, callers. This is Eddie Seville, formerly of Steel Rodeo. You might have seen him 100 times.
The artist formerly known as Steel Rodeo.
But now he's Eddie Seville Band, Frank Carrillo Band. And if anyone would like to call, 203-753-7593, 203-753-7593. The phone lines are open, and the only call we've had is from Melvin. So I hope there's more callers out there. Are there any callers out there? Okay, so where was I? I lost my place now. Frank Carrillo. I know you do the social media. You're not fans of Facebook, but how has the social media changed the music industry, in your opinion, Eddie Seville?
This is just my opinion. I think that to put it simply, it made everyone, again, my opinion, it made the bulk of people narcissistic, where it doesn't even feel like a gig anymore. It's just a photo op. And I see a lot of artists that are more concerned with image maybe than substance, if that makes sense. And that, I mean, who am I to judge? But this is just my opinion. I wish that that Facebook was not a necessity.
Yep.
But in 2026, it seems to be where everyone gets
And to get your audience.
their
and say where they're
information,
going.
yeah, and to get their audience. And I was actually having this conversation with Al.
Oh, yes, Al 2. Or was it Al 1?
2.
We have 2
no,
Als
it was
here.
Al 1.
Of Brass City
And
TV.
like when people used to go on vacation, they would take a photograph of a gorgeous building or take a photograph of the beach. Now it's me.
It's selfies.
Yeah, it's me at the beach. It's me over here. It's me making a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But enough about me. What do you think of me? That's what it is.
You can put Jim Wilkes puts a lot of songs on Facebook.
Jim is an incredible musician.
And on your records too?
I wouldn't count. Yeah, a privilege to have him on the record. Really, Jim's addition, his musicianship, added so much to the tracks that he was on because he goes places that I wouldn't necessarily go.
Yep.
But man, he's top notch. He's top notch.
You can find him at James Wilkes. He's
But
got some killer tunes.
someone like Jim is in. I would not put him in that bracket. I mean,
he's not a self-promoter at all.
No, and I also feel like at the risk of alienating anyone, I feel like I personally, there's two categories that I put musicians in. There's people that are artists and have a passion to make art, and there's people that want to be famous. And I think it's two different camps.
It's a very appropriate statement. Let's play another song for the audience.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
You have to. Oh, you said make adjustments again.
Minor
Look at
adjustments.
tie clip up there.
So to that point, this song is called Zawanabe.
Oh, perfect.
This was in tune when I got here, I swear to God. Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's some kind of authority. Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's a wannabe. Everybody's a wannabe. There's a kid next door. He's about 13, and his parents bought a guitar. Now he's making a social media scene where everybody's a star. He's dressed up cute in a cowboy suit, straight out of Cirque du Soleil. But it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right for some zippity-doo-dah. And everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's some kind of authority. Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's a wannabe. Everybody's a wannabe. This waitress I know does a wine tasting show live from her bathroom sink. And she screams out loud to the online crowd, be sure to hit that link. She's such a hot mess in a tight little dress. She's over the top, and I get it. In a virtual world, she's a rock star. You can skip this ad in a minute. And everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's some kind of authority. Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's a wannabe. Everybody's a wannabe. My ex-girlfriend's a relationship coach. Let that sink in, Tom. My dentist started a band. And I just found out the mailman does a podcast out of his van. Oh, we're stars all right in that iPhone light. You don't really need too much luck. 'Cause nobody hears and nobody cares and nobody
Cares.
Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's some kind of authority. Everybody's in showbiz. Everybody's a wannabe. Everybody like you and me. Everybody's a wannabe. Everybody's a wannabe.
And here we are on cable TV
Here we
with
are,
Eddie
cable
Seville,
TV.
Tom Hill with his corny podcast. Happy to be here, and I'm just laughing. You're a funny freaking guy,
Oh,
man.
thank you, Tom.
It's so nice
What
of
do
you
mean
to.
funny? Like I amuse you?
Yes, you do. You make me laugh hard, and you're a go-to guest. I can always have you and get laughs, and people are going to like the show, and they're going to call.
Well, I sure appreciate the opportunity to be here.
We're going to see. He's going to sing another song before it's over. 203-753-7593. 203-753-7593. How many of the songs you played two already? Do you adapt some of these if you have the full band, or do you go back into your other albums?
No, I adapt them if I have the full band. That's the great part about playing with different musicians, because I could get different arrangements and be able to treat the songs differently.
I saw you live. Sandy came with me to the Seven Angels Theater for a show you did there one night, and you brought this guy up from New York tall, skinny kid that played bass, and
Chris.
he played it,
Chris
way down.
Laubus.
He played it way down here.
Yeah.
And I said, "How'd you get that guy?" And he's like he's from the Tom Petty band.
Chris is great. So Chris is also an artist. He plays bass, but he's a guitar player, songwriter. Chris Laubus is his name. He's done a few records, and yeah, he's a great artist, great guy. That was
How do you spell his last name?
Laubas.
And again, you attract wicked players, and that makes me think you have another band with Frank Corello with some heavy-duty guys in it. You're playing the Beacon Theater. Say that one while you got the chance.
No, not the Beacon. No, I'm playing. This is the duo playing the Town Crier in Beacon, New York.
Okay.
And that's an acoustic duo with Frank, and that's the show that we do. We do a lot of traveling with that.
Well, there was a show that I missed in Beacon, New York.
That was with the Brickyard Saints. So that was
tell us
with-
about that band.
That was with Frank and Danny Miranda and Simon Kirk.
And is there any chance of that again? But it depends on where they're touring and whether you can get them.
Yeah, it's everyone's schedule is tough to coordinate, and so when we can do it, we do it, and we're supposed to be doing some more recording, so we'll see what happens.
And we were going to come to that night, but then there was a bad storm and you got washed out. What happens in the music business when you get washed out? Do you get nothing, or do they give you a travel?
You're
money?
all done.
Really? That's
You're all done. Yeah.
And what are your economics, and how are you doing? If you don't mind talking from a business
We're not
sense
going
of
to
view.
talk money, are we?
No, we're just the economics of.
Of a dozen eggs?
Okay, never mind. All right, so we'll get off that subject. Nice try, Tom. I'm the businessman, so I can't help it.
No,
but you
that's
seem
fine.
to always be busy. You're always popping up somewhere. You make. Thank you, Melvin.
I know it looks like I'm moving, but I'm standing still. I play when I can. I play whenever I can. I'm absolutely grateful for any gig that I could get, and that's. I just want to keep going.
But I know you've had a recording business. You help your son. It seems like you are entrepreneurial and finding a way to stay doing what you like to do for a living.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it a living, but yes, I'm able to have to follow my passion, to be able to play. And the thing is this: I don't. And what I tell people is, I'm not positive that I've had a career, but I've seen
wrong.
some incredible places,
Yep.
and I've drank some wine with some incredible people in some locations that I never would have seen if it wasn't for a song.
Will there be any private shows of your band recorded video in Billy Kay's barn?
Can I'd like to speak on that,
Please.
for a second, because Billy Kay. So Isaac at the studio, if you want to
His son.
record there, you can get a hold of him on Instagram. That's Isaac Civitello. And Billy Kay and Mark Apostolides,
Another
who's
talented
another
man of yours.
super songwriter. In some capacity, I'm going to be with them. They are launching a multimedia service, and it's called lightninginabottlemedia.com. And that website's coming soon. It's lightninginabottlemedia.com, and that's Billy Kay, and that's Mark, and it's a faceted. So they're going to do a lot of production. They're going to do video. They're going to have, I believe, they're going to do some reviews, some podcasts. So that's lightninginabottlemedia.com.
If you're watching, guys, I'm a host.
And Billy Kay, well, I'm the patient. Billy Kay also has, if you go on the Facebook, Billy Kay also just launched Billy Kay's Guitar Town, which is all things guitar. And
He's a monster.
He's a monster. And I'd also like it if you go to my website, which is eddieseville.com. I also have the Facebook page, Eddie Seville. And what I tell people is I feel silly asking you to go there and like the page, because I did a show and I got a sandwich after the show. It was like 2 a.m. and I bought a bag of Fritos, and I was halfway through the sandwich and I turned the bag of Fritos over and it said, like us on Facebook.
There it is.
Well, I don't want to get into any kind of a relationship. I just want a corn chip. That's all.
Is this another song coming up?
No, it's not. But if
I ate
you
corn
get on
chips
there, yeah, please.
At 2 a.m, I didn't want to engage.
And I'd also like to, I know we're running
No,
short
we're not.
on
We got time.
I'd also like to get you folks out to Lyric Hall in Westville section of New Haven, Connecticut. There's going to be a big show there. That's a very cool, it's almost like an old vaudeville theater. I don't know if you've ever been in there.
I heard Pam on Wild Radio CT describe it.
It's
and
historic,
you can go to YouTube
man.
and find this
Yeah,
show.
very cool. So that's going to be with Frank Vielli, Jesse Terry, and Hatfield, and that's a Bigger Beast Records production, and you can get tickets at biggerbeastrecords.com. And we'd love to see you out there. And then the last thing coming up that's on the books is Wednesday, July 8th at the Guilford Yacht Club. That's going to be a songwriter circle with Frank Critelli and Mark Douglas Berardo and Bill Ronan, and those guys are fabulous.
Oh, did Bill Ronan play downtown Waterbury in the Irish
No,
music?
no, Rowan.
Okay. Okay.
No, but that's going to be great. But I'd like to get, we'd like to get tickets sold for this Lyric Hall show.
Is there food at the Guilford thing?
I would imagine there is. I don't know
Because
for a
downtown
fact.
Guilford is awesome.
Yeah, it's really great
A lot of
community.
restaurants, beautiful area. And you don't have to answer this question if you want, but you had I know I get off track, but you had a successful municipal career with a real job, but I don't want you to have to.
No, I don't. That's
okay.
gone.
Okay, but
you
you
know
did
what?
it.
I used.
You're a worker.
I did a lot of things.
You did.
I did a lot of things.
Did you ever drive a taxi?
I did not drive a taxi. I drove a garbage truck.
Oh. Do you have
I
a special
did.
license?
You did. You didn't need it at the time, though.
That's true.
I had a motorcycle at the time too. You didn't need a helmet and you didn't need insurance.
You'd be good on. You should take a motorcycle picture or a video just to go with some of your music.
I don't want to perpetuate the stereotype.
If somebody maybe wants to be a sponsor, maybe he could put all his albums on record. Because man, your
Yes.
stuff is so listenable, and the
thank you.
quickest thing is this Saturday afternoon, 2:00, with the Oliver Brothers, who have a following of their own,
And Billy Kay at the Meriden Daffodil Festival, which is a great festival.
playing Eddie's music.
Playing my music, yes.
All right, would you like to play another song before the show is over?
If you like me to, I
yes,
would.
I would, please, and don't rush because we have 9 minutes.
Oh, you do?
Inagata Davida, baby.
No, I'll tell you what. We'll keep it light, Tom.
Okay.
We'll keep it light. This is called Anna. Stesia.
Oh, that's a good one.
I had an ache so deep that it made me weep, and it shivered me right to my bone. I thought it was my heart, 'cause you tore it apart, but it was only kidney stone.
Ow!
Now it made me cry when you said goodbye, 'cause I would do anything to please you. This could be love that I'm so full of, but it's probably just anesthesia. Anesthesia, anesthesia. It'll take all your worry away. Michael Jackson knew it, but he never got through it, and that's why I feel lucky today.
True.
Now the first time we met, I'll never forget, 'cause I laughed and I slept like a baby, and I knew right then I want to do it again, but the answer was always maybe. On a cold Christmas night, I was feeling alright, so drunk and thoroughly stoned. I slid out in the yard, I went down pretty hard, and I heard that familiar bell tone. Anesthesia, anesthesia, it'll take all your worry away. Michael Jackson knew it, but he never got through it, and that's why I feel lucky today. Yeah, I feel so lucky today.
Wow. Unreal. Anesthesia, Michael Jackson. That movie's really selling big.
Is it
Will you go
really?
see it?
No, I don't.
You're not a Michael Jackson guy?
I appreciate his talent, but I'm not a.
Were you ever a funk man in your life in your early age?
I was never
in
a
Waterbury?
funk man in my life.
Oh my God! Sorry, I asked you that hard question. With that said, we only have a couple minutes, and I want to give our underwriting. But maybe you could finish the show. On one of my programs, you had a song about a guy going to a Texaco station up in New York, and he was having trouble with the C-store. And they were Indians or Pakistanis, and
Oh, what?
yeah, it was in upstate New York. He was going in a Texaco station. Okay, 2 minutes.
Sorry, we're running out of time, folks.
Sorry. Okay, you'll think of that tonight when the show is over.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, you'll be invited back. Just think about one more song you might want to play. Well, I say we want to thank our underwriters and our helpers. Brass City TV, L1, L2. Melvin, who called tonight. Thank you, Melvin. I'm Tom Hill. My company is Tom Hill Realty and Investment, commercial real estate expert for advisory and select listings, 203-755-HILL. We are brought to you by Ives Bank, who has 3 branches in Greater Waterbury. They're really great to us. Universal Copy in Naugatuck, copying your big digital maps, cards, wedding invitation, anything in printing, digital or regular, analog in your world. Universal Copy in downtown Naugatuck. John Frasco, Fidelity Finance. If you need private money you can't get financed by the bank, call John. Or if you need help running your company and a guest controller or somebody to analyze what you're doing, John Frasco, our producer, is a smart guy, and I'm thrilled to have him here. Sandy Hill, thanks for all the printing and all the help you do. And now Eddie Seville, EddieSeville.com.
EddieSeville.com. Can I say thank you to John, the producer? Thank you to L1 and L2. And Tom, thank you so much for having me on, man. I sure appreciate it.
We'll have you again. You can think up some more corny songs for sometime in the future.
I thought I did it right.
No, the convenience store one. It's in Texaco. Okay,
what?
well, do something for us on the way out. You got 3 minutes.
You mean on the guitar?
Please.
Oh, okay.
No, well, do bongo on top of the guitar and dance or something. 1 minute,
1
Eddie.
minute.
Whip it out.
I saw an old Les Paul in a music store, just like that one that I had before, and it made me cry to remember when the J45 in a pawn shop window ain't no crime, but it sure is a sin, so kinda shakes me up every now and then. We're out.
No, you're finished.
I can tell our love is true. I don't know what else to do. You can't find a reason to believe. And it might seem like I don't care. Just this time, really, I swear. One more.
Records you don't like them, I'll pay you back. They're killer. We'll be here every week. John Frasco will be back. Are we done? Goodbye, everybody.